told Dr. Ian he's been drinking.
Damn, I stay getting drunk. That's why I can't lose no weight. Blame it on the alcohol.
You're drinking on a weight loss show.
I mean, I need something to calm my nerves down. This show ain't no fun.
Every single week, it's always an excuse. Push through the excuses.
And Wally revealed a horrible secret when we had a therapist come in to work with the fellas.
I asked each of you to bring an item from home, something from your life that you want to leave behind. Who'd ever like to start?
All right, I'll go first. First off, let me be real with you. I brought my diet pills, so let's put that out there right now. Because me, I love to eat. I love eating buffalo wings, onion rings, jollof rice, and goat. Can you blame me?
How did it feel for you to be taking the easy way out?
Feel bad? Not at all. I love eating my African food and my buffalo wings and onion rings. That crap makes me happy.
And at the end, the results weren't good when Fish got on the scale.
Please step on the scale. Your weight tonight is 216 pounds.
Is that good enough for you, Harvey? I'm like 5'8", 216.
Hell no!
The urban sports scene, your place for sports, not for weight loss.
Damn, has it been that long? Say, what happened since I've been gone, homie? Y'all got the game all wrong, man. It's too pretty in here. Let's say we take it back to the trap one time. Hey!
You thought you knew, but you have no idea. It's the Urban Sports Scene.
Welcome back to the Urban Sports Scene. Bow! Oh, man, Patrick Willis just lit Brett Favre up. Did you see that debut with Brett Favre? He got introduced to the brothers in San Francisco real quick, boy, I tell you. I mean, what you think about his debut? He got off a plane on what? Monday, Tuesday? He was playing in the game by the weekend. Patrick Willis told him what they do in San Francisco.
I wish he hit the ground some more, actually.
I mean, 4 plays, they really didn't do nothing in the 4 plays.
Tell us how you really feel about Brett Favre, Wally.
We know you got a Brett Favre jersey.
I wish that ankle got rolled up on. That's all I can say.
I wish he was still on them pills. I mean, hey, but...
Ain't nothing wrong with pills, though. Let's put that out there.
You took a pill today?
Yes, I did. Nothing wrong with pills, though.
But Brett Favre's debut, I mean... did it show his age, or was just pretty much just rust?
It just showed his rust. It showed that he needed to be in training camp.
Yeah,
that's what it shows. Like everybody else participating like everyone else.
Yeah, take them Wranglers off, man. You need to be in training camp. But on also other Viking news, Sidney Rice today. I mean, the hip is pretty much giving him. He's got like a grandma hip right now. He can't do nothing, and it's like, why didn't he get surgery during the offseason? Why is he taking surgery?
That's the biggest thing for me. If you knew you had a hip injury in the offseason, why would you wait until 2 weeks before the season starts to get it corrected?
They told him that he could rehab the hip, and it'll be fine by the time the season starts. But
look at who his role model is.
I mean, look at his role model Brett Favre.
He gets surgery like at the end point, so he can miss training camp. Does it surprise you? Look who sets the tone in training camp.
You have a point, Wally.
I mean, some Wrangler looking dude, man. Get out of here.
You ain't got a pair of Wranglers?
Nah, I don't do Wranglers.
Yeah, I don't do Wranglers.
Never seen an African in Wranglers.
Exactly.
Before.
We rock sandals. Get it right, baby.
With the gray toes, the leather sandals. That's how they go. But in other NFL news, Nick Mango just signed a big contract for a center. I know Darrelle Revis is like heated somewhere. It's like, how's his center getting money that I'm not getting? I mean, Ron, what you think about Revis over there?
I think Revis should have came to camp. Mango did. He handled it the right way. He came to camp. He worked. He kept his mouth shut. Let the agent and the GM handle the business.
Is he like the best center in the NFL?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. He's not number one. I mean, he's in the debate. He's in the debate to be in the top center. But to be honest with you, I mean, this has been an ongoing situation. I mean, remember Ferguson got his big contract before his rookie contract was even up. Now Mango's got his. I mean, they've been giving money out left and right to everyone else except Revis. So, I mean, as Revis, do you take that personally, or is it just a part of the business? I mean, how would you even want to even view that? Because, I mean, also another player that that really we haven't talked about a lot as far as contract is David Harris.
Right.
He wants a contract too.
David Harris, that's a good point.
Yeah, actually, they said David Harris is next. They plan on giving David Harris settling up with his contract next.
So we're going to talk. I mean, this is like 3 cornerstones and not even Revis. So.
Well, in terms of Revis, I heard that they just resumed talks. So they're still working on that process. But I mean, it still has to be a little give and take. And Revis, for what I hear, is not really willing to compromise.
Did you hear his last what he wanted? Reportedly, 10 years, $176 million.
We're talking about cornerback on the quarterback.
Does he play like point guard on the Jets or something? Because that's like NBA money.
Like the Jets were offering 10 years, $124 million.
I know. I mean, but it's that's quarterback money. It's ridiculous.
Especially if you got a system that fits a corner well.
Peyton Manning.
I don't know what it is.
Dude, man, look at what Rex did in Baltimore.
Exactly.
Once their corners retired, they threw anybody in there.
You really still produced.
Man, I hope Reeves does get the contract so we can give Antonio Cromartie some condoms, because he got like 6-7 kids and he don't even know their names and ages. He got like 3-3-year-olds in 1 year. Like, well, I don't know what's going on. I guess he don't like.
Cromartie was getting it in.
I guess he don't like tell them the hands and toes method or something. It's just like, wow, he actually's playing D-back. So, but other news preseason. I mean. Is anything stand out this year in preseason? I mean, me personally, I'm a Cowboy fan. I mean, I just want to get the preseason over to get to the regular season.
The one thing that has stood out to me is the Green Bay Packers. They look awesome during these first two preseason games. I think a lot of people are going to be, especially you, as a Cowboy fan, you're going to have to watch y'all back this year, because I think they're coming for you.
The Detroit Lions went undefeated in the preseason. Yeah, they lost 16 games. I really don't have no care. Preseason means nothing.
The most surprising thing to me in terms of the preseason is Jake Delhomme looking like Joe Montana and Dan Marino. I think he's having like this best, I don't even want to say preseason ever, the best juncture of his career ever. Period. In preseason, I feel like this. I mean, we're talking about a quarterback who's known to give the ball to the opposition. You know what I mean? So it's amazing to me.
Yeah, Jake Delhomme's looking like that old dude from like Necessary Roughness, the old quarterback that came out of nowhere. He's just slinging it, boy. I don't know what to even say, boy.
It's crazy, man.
I mean, what else? I mean, a lot of stuff. Well, last night with the Arizona and the Titans game, I mean, Tennessee looked real good. Vince Young. I mean, I've never been a Vince Young fan, but I guess he might have turned the corner.
I'm still
not gonna root for him.
It's two things I took away from last night's game. A, Vince Young actually looks like a legitimate NFL quarterback, and B, Matt Leinart is not an NFL quarterback. It seems to me that his team has no confidence in him. He's not a leader. He doesn't exhibit any leader qualities.
Matt Leinart's a spoiled brat. It is what it is. I mean, he came into the NFL pretty much given everything. At USC, he was like this Hollywood star in terms you would think he was on The Inquisitor or whatever. He's just that thorough of a figure down there, and all he had was buku talent, like we were talking about Fish earlier. And when now he's in the league, you know what I'm saying, with his weak arm, it's not going to survive in the NFL. His arm is too weak,
especially at this stage of his career. I mean, we're not talking about a guy that's in his first or second year. I mean, Leinart's been in the league for like 4 years now and hasn't really shown anything of like excitement. I mean, it's like that's all you got. I mean, you're better in Madden than you are in real life.
If you couldn't dethrone a grocery bag shopper or a grocery bag worker, then to me, forget it. You ain't doing nothing.
And then you have Wally hates quarterbacks, but he loves Vince Young. I mean, it's
Vince Young's a beast, man. He's a beast.
I think Wally's a racist because only quarterbacks even for are black.
That's not right.
Matter of fact, give me a block spot. Give my block spot so we can debate about Randall Cunningham.
It's www.urbansportscene.blogspot.com. That's right. I am talking about Randall. Peter King put him in the Hall of Fame. Stop playing.
I don't think that's going to happen.
We starting a movement over here, the Randall movement.
If Randall Cunningham goes into Hall of Fame, are they going to show like that episode of Martin when they didn't know which quarterback he was? They thought he was Warren Moon. But it is what it is, Randall. We got love for you, man. That highlight of you punting the ball 90 yards is cool. But when we get back from the commercial break, we're going to hop into our area code segment. We're going to hop into the NFC East and the AFC East.
Hi, I'm LL Cool J. Thank you for coming together to celebrate Jumpstart's work with children. You may know me as an actor, a recording artist, and an author, but I'm also a dad who believes in the power of reading to change young lives and open up doors of opportunity. As I was growing up, my mother and grandmother read to me as often as they could. Now that I'm a parent, I know one of the most important gifts I can give my children is the gift of empowerment through reading. You're here because, like me, you want to make sure that every child has the opportunity to learn and succeed. This past year, I chose to help make early education a national priority by joining Jumpstart's Read for the Record campaign. On October 2nd, we're going to read for the record again as children and adults across the country enjoy the children's classic Corduroy together. There are 3 ways that you can take part. You can pledge to read with a child in your life on October 2nd. You can celebrate Jumpstart's Read for the Record at an event in your community, or you can buy a book. Just $10 will provide a copy of Corduroy to a family in a low-income community and will help support Jumpstart's work. It's really that simple. So please help us make some history by taking part in the Read for the Record campaign. I'm doing this for my kids and for my community, and I ask you to do the same. Go to readfortherecord.org to register and to learn more.